Burger Spotlight, welcome again. We have actually our fourth interview. Mireya, last name again? Hernandez. Mireya Hernandez. And even though I'm the sponsor, I'm like, but you remember we're changing a lot of every year, right? But Mireya, my question to you. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Question. Class 2024. You're gonna graduate. What are you afraid of?
What am I afraid of?
Yeah.
Oh. There's just a lot of things going on this year, and I just want like all the things we're like talking about like right now about doing. I want to like actually. I hope like by the end of the school year we like actually do all of the things we're planning to do and make senior year as fun as possible for everybody and like as enjoyable as memorable. And I'm just scared that it's not gonna be like that. But I know like with our cabinet, we have a pretty strong cabinet, so I just feel like we are gonna do it.
You're gonna be able to. Any plans for after high school? Yeah. Have you thought about it?
At the moment, I have not. I've tried several classes to see what I really like, and I actually had like a film class in EPCC, and I really liked that.
Okay.
So maybe something like along
Something
the line,
along those lines.
production, digital, something like that.
Okay, awesome. So, did you come in as a freshman? So have you been 4 years, or you were transfer or things like that?
Yes, I've been in Burgess
left
since-
Burgess 4 years. So first year, pandemic, COVID, kind of tough, right? Everything online. Sophomore, where did you start to get involved? That you were like, you know what, like let me just jump into it.
I had a couple friends that were in the cabinet actually before, so they were talking about homecoming, and I started getting involved in that with student council. Other than that, I also was in NHS.
Okay.
So I started doing stuff like that, volunteering and stuff like that, and I helped with decorations. But that was pretty much it. I didn't really involve like myself too much, but like I was here and there.
Okay. So what is your position as a class 2024? Our seniors, what is your position?
I am class parliamentarian.
Parliamentarian.
Yes.
Okay. So what does that include? Well, what is like what do you want to make it of? Because a lot of times, it's a title, secretary or whatever, right? And it's like I want to do more than that, right? So what would you say like you want to build or create? Because I know you want to be part of all the plans, right? And I know you have ideas and you have like the few meetings that we have, right? Like I see her like right away with big eyes, right? Like looking at like, okay, processing information and thinking what else can we do, right? So which is amazing, and that's the energy that we're always looking for. But what is something that you say like, I would like to do or experience or
I think our cabinet is pretty good at like hearing each other's ideas, and we're pretty equals.
Okay,
Even if
that's it.
like Angie, our president, she's like, even though she has a bigger role than us, she always like wants to hear our ideas, and then that makes us feel really included.
Okay.
So I really like that. But my role would be like keeping everybody in check and making sure we're all staying in duty and stuff like that.
Okay, so time management in a way too, right? Checking on those things. How are you with the time management personally?
Personally, I'm not the best. I would say not the
Yeah.
best, but I try my hardest to turn stuff in on time. Like if I have to study for something or like have something to do, I have like I'm pretty good at like dividing my time and making sure I have everything turned in.
Will you say that also this will help you in a sense? Because I mean, I know like a lot of times like, as a teacher, right? It's like, oh, when you teach someone something, then you learn it twice because you're explaining it, right?
Yeah.
So you feel like now that that you also have this role of checking everybody and making sure that the timelines, accommodated and things like that, the calendar, all those things, right? Because you're gonna have to see all those things. Do you feel like this is gonna help you also to maximize or to get better at your time management as a person?
I think for sure,
Yeah.
because even like right now with the meetings, we all have to be here. We all have to make sure we're here and everything, and being here on time. So that's really helping me to have like a kind of a schedule and have like some type of direction to like what my day has to be like. So yeah, I think so. Yes.
What are you looking for in 2024? And like one particular thing that you're like, this is the one that I don't want to miss.
Oh, especially talking about right now, I'm really looking forward to our prom.
To your prom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And also graduation. I'm like kind of scared. Like
Graduation.
I'm for sure gonna cry, but I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really, really excited.
Oh,
to
that's awesome.
graduate with all my friends from like middle school and everything like that.
Oh, you have friends from middle school that they're here
Yes,
too? So
yeah.
you coming in with a
Yeah.
theater pattern?
Some of the people in their cabinets from my friends from middle school, like Juan and Angel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like 4, 6, 7 years and things like that.
Yes.
That's amazing. And you know what, guys? Like, whoever's watching and seeing us and everything, right? So as a seniors, I was part of the graduation last year, right? And I had people actually walking in the line, things like that, and I mentioned it before, and they were like, oh my God, I'm graduating. And they barely hit them in that moment, right? And they're like, kind of like I kind of imagine, right, like flashbacks of the scene of the 4 years, right, and it's like I didn't do in the whole 4 years, like what happened with the 4 years, right?
Yes.
And I think it's very sad sometimes because it's like you can't go back. I mean, I can go back to college if I wanted, right? I can go back to a lot of things, but high school, like there's no way,
Yeah.
Any regret so far
So far,
of maybe sophomore, freshman, or junior that you like? I would have liked to do
I kind of
more.
wish I got involved earlier because
Okay.
kind of like sophomore year and junior year I wasn't that involved until this year. But other than that, even if I wasn't involved, I still I still enjoyed it. My sophomore and junior year. But no, I did pretty good in my classes. I worked hard as
You
much
were-
as I could,
Yeah. Okay.
and but regrets, not really.
No, not really. Memory. One of the best memories that you have with along with your friends. Something you did. School, outside school, things like that.
If you remember, it's a tough one.
Yeah, I know. High school is always fun too.
We somehow it was one of my friend's birthday one time, and we went paintballing. And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it was my first time, and it was like actually some of our first time, so it was kind of chaotic, but it was really really fun. And I got like a bunch of bruises, but it was
Yeah, the bruises are bad, huh?
yeah, they are. But it was really really fun to like have that type of experience and like that.
Yeah.
Period was really fun.
So, you never done it before. You did it. You enjoyed it. You have bruises. Was it worth it, right?
It was worth it. Yes, it
Yeah.
was fun. It was
So
fun.
that's the thing, right? Like sometimes, like we don't want to do things because we're afraid, right? Like you don't want to join this because what if, and the if, right? But you right now, you tell me there's something that you might have like doubt before or thought about it that you join, and that's one of your memorable memories, right? That's one of the things that you remember a lot. And then right now, you tell me that maybe you would have liked to, enjoy a little more of getting your hands on more projects in school, right? In sophomore and junior, but right now you're doing it. So one advice that you could do for seniors, because a lot of times like people, seniors is like, well, who's she to tell me, right? But the important thing is here is like be humble and be able to say, you know what, this is how it worked for me, and what will you tell them, kind of like a suggestion as a
Honestly,
senior.
Yeah, honestly, like these past like few weeks that we've been doing all these activities, like going to this place and going to that place, I just think getting involved and actually helping with your class is actually really really fun. You get a lot from it, and you also gain a lot from it. So it's like really really cool to like get involved and help out as much as you can, and it just makes everything much more enjoyable. You get to know what's going on throughout the year and get informed. So it's really cool.
I think that's the key element too, right? What you're saying, getting informed, because a lot of times it's like I asked my juniors, right, last year, because I had juniors, and then I would ask them, hey guys, what do you think about this and this is gonna happen? And they're like, well, I didn't know. I'm like, what do you mean? Like I would just say it in the PA or this and that. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. So definitely great suggestion. Definitely like hardworking people here in the class 2024. Mireya is not an exception. Right away I can see like she's like, okay, what else are we gonna do? and guys, like for real, like if you think about it, like you won't lose anything if you get involved. Like you go there, the worst that can happen is like you're gonna laugh and you're gonna have a memory and you'll be like, oh, at least I know how that works. So again, step out of your comfort zone. Enjoy things. It's your last year, so you're a senior. If you're a junior, welcome to whatever we're doing, so that way you can see and be like, oh, that's something we can do next year or whatever, right? We're here to help each other. I mean, Burgess Spotlight is one platform, and then of course, class 2024 officers are here to help you. So whenever you see them, shout out to them. They're trying to do everything of this year, because without them, class 2024 this year, or seniors, what's it called? A lot of things wouldn't happen. Because really, that's the ones that move in everything. So again, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it, and
Thank
we'll
you.
see you in a couple months.
Thank you.
Good.